Hey guys. So, on a recent interview on The Fight Is Right, Spencer Fearon was speaking to Clarissa Shields, and I thought, interesting. Let's talk about maybe what her take is on when Floyd Mayweather did this. Stand by.
Also, I'd like to welcome up to the stage Mayweather Promotions' newest signee, none other than two-time Olympian from Great Britain, none other than Savannah Marshall. We had to come over here and take a fight. We had to come over here and take this chance.
More in the middle, please. If you go that way, that's perfect.
You're right, she did beat one. You're right, she did beat an American.
Floyd.
But I'll be every
Floyd into the middle.
I ain't gotta go nowhere. The earth is my turf. As long as I fought on earth, as long as I fought on planet earth. Earth is my turf.
Savannah, great.
I don't got to.
Everybody straight in the middle, please. Everybody straight in the middle.
Long we got the same ring.
Straight in the middle, please. Perfect. Thank you very much, Jimmy.
This is our new champ. This the best fight in the UK right here. Hands down. Excuse me. Whatever she want to fight at.
And guys, in the center here, please.
Fucking superstar. All we do is make, come on over here. All we do is make fucking superstar real fast. It don't take 10 years. It don't take 10 years. Shit, it don't take a year and a half.
Guys, straight in the center here, Floyd. Floyd, do you want to say?
I'm a wild travel. I ain't got to. Shit, I'm the man. You gotta come see the man.
Straight here in the middle, please. Thank you.
Why did you sign Savannah Marshall?
I signed it because I supposed to sign her. I supposed to sign her. She's remarkable. She's unbelievable. And she's an Olympian champion. And she deserves to be with us.
Do you expect her to fight Clarissa Shields and beat her again in the pros?
Everything takes time. Everything takes time. We're not here to talk bad about Shields because she won 2 gold medals, if I'm not mistaken. And the girl we just signed, she beat her. She's the last person to beat her, if I'm not mistaken. But Shields, she's a hell of a fighter. The girl we just signed, she's a hell of a fighter also. So we don't know what the future holds. We just want to get her out there, get her active, get her busy, and hopefully she can become world champion someday.
You can see Floyd Mayweather signed Clarissa Shields' arch nemesis, rival, we're hearing that they're going to fight sometime, I think, in the summer. Savannah Marshall and Floyd Money Mayweather said, as I said before, she's a hell of a fighter. Clarissa Shields, she's a hell of a fighter. And, you know, all in due time, it's a process. Yeah, it's money. He thought it was clever to sign the only girl that could say they'd beaten Clarissa Shields, which was in the amateurs. Just because you beat someone in the amateurs doesn't mean you beat them in the pros. Sometimes you could beat someone in the amateurs and you can beat them in the pros. Sometimes you can beat them in the amateurs and you don't beat them in the pros. So, you know, it's just whatever the weather. So I wanted to get Clarissa Shields' take if she felt like, because Floyd and her coming from, you know, Detroit, Clarissa coming from Flint, Floyd coming from Michigan. What was the reasoning behind it other than, you know, money? And I just wanted to know how Clarissa Shields felt about it. But stand by and watch this also of what happened with Savannah Marshall and Money May. Stand by.
Out in the States on the Mayweather-McGregor card. Seems like August. Seems like not that long ago, but long ago in a certain way. I mean, what's been the hold-up, if you like, for us UK fans to get a chance to see you in the ring here?
There was just also, I moved to America and I was there for a couple of months. I trained for a number of fights and kept falling through all the time. And then in the end, I came back home and decided it wasn't for me. So I've parted ways with Mayweather Promotions. We're no longer working together. So now I'm with Peter Fury.
Now, leaving Mayweather Promotions is a big step. I mean, having that as a sort of platform to start with, everybody would sort of no doubt jump at that chance. But you've made the decision to leave that and to come and work with Peter Fury, be the first woman trained by Peter Fury as well also. Talk to us about the decision-making process behind that.
Peter actually trained me for my pro debut. So having a taste of that, then going somewhere else, I kind of felt like it really wasn't for me. Not just the training out there, but just the whole, how can I say it, promotional side.
The blackness.
Well, we've ended on good terms, so I think that's all I'm allowed to say.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. So now fast forward to here, you've been based in the UK training with Peter
It didn't
Fury.
last. Who would have thought? Because what she really wanted to say is that the culture out there wasn't what I couldn't rock with it. I couldn't get with it. You know, Savannah Marshall's from North England, and it's quite a specific demographic and a kind of way of life. And I would be quite shocked that it would have worked being surrounded by a lot of black Americans as a white woman, to be honest. So I think that's the precedence that she wanted to kind of state, and the fact that Floyd just couldn't get her any fights. As she said, they kept falling through. Load of bollocks. But do you know what? Floyd, when I posed this question to Clarissa Shields, I'll let you know what she had to say, because Floyd is a little capper. Stand by.
Right. So it's all, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, who's that? LadyChann done them seasons just said, how did Clarissa feel when Floyd signed Marshall and not herself, considering they are from the similar area and because of her achievement also?
So
Talk the things, we want to know. We want to know.
I actually had this conversation with Floyd recently. Coach DT was right there, and I asked him, you know, and Floyd Mayweather doesn't sign fighters. It's somebody under him who signs fighters, and he didn't even remember that he signed Savannah Marshall or that she was even signed to his promotion. He didn't even remember, because I told him, I'm like, he telling me like, yeah, you the greatest, you know, you the GOAT, you know, like you the female TBE. And I'm like, man, Floyd gone, man. I'm like, because you signed homegirl over me. He like, who? And I told him, I said, Savannah Marshall. He's like, who? I said, yeah, it's a video of you saying like, oh, we got the only girl signed to TMT who beat Clarissa Shields, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. He like, I promise to God it ain't no video like that. I'm like, what? Coach, pull it up. So Coach pulled it up. And he was like, they was feeding me lines. Like, I got over 400 some fighters signed. Like, I don't even remember this. I'm like, I know you don't, but I'm telling you, like, on the outside looking in, me being who I am, how it made me feel. Like, dang, Floyd, don't mess with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he from Grand Blanc, Michigan. I'm from Flint, Michigan. And you know what I'm saying? And I told him that, but also at the end of the day, I was able to have that conversation with Floyd, and like, it's a business. And you know, I'm a professional fighter that on my pro debut I was paid $50,000. You know, and women don't make that kind of money in boxing. So now to be where I am now, making the money that I'm making, just shows that. And I don't think that Floyd had really caught on to women's boxing at that time. Even the guy that was signing the women, who had signed Savannah Marshall, I don't think he knew how big a women's boxing would become or how big it can be. And he was trying to build something and build somebody with a name or something of that nature. So not really no hard feelings toward Floyd, but I was able to have that conversation with him because I'm a realist, and everybody know I'm a keep it G at all times. So when Floyd was in my camp and we was talking and joking and stuff, I did mention that, and he told me to my face, like, you are the greatest, you are the female TBE, which I guess makes up for all that.
All right.
So great use of a super chat when you want to speak to someone that you know, you may not have access to or pose a question. As you can see, Floyd blamed it on he doesn't sign people himself. He was just told about her and X, Y, Z. I don't believe it. Of course he knows. Floyd knows who he's signing. Floyd knows what the team, whether you're going to sign off. If you're in know of boxing, like you said, she's a hell of a fighter. But then he said, I believe she beat Clarissa Shields at the Olympics, XYZ. Floyd was foul for that, and that was what I was basically trying to say, because he should have really signed Clarissa Shields, to be honest, because, you know, she is his hometown fighter who's done, whether or not you like her personality, I'm not, you know, like the best of times, not really rocking with it, but the girl has done a massive achievement, so I wanted to get her take on it. I'm gone. Hey girl, it's LadyChann, rep nonetheless. Come box with Chan. Gyan. Floyd. Not a good move. Gyan.